Welcome to the Save Par Golf Podcast, where two average golfers talk about golf and things. I'm your host, Eric.
It kills me that you look at that every time. Like we haven't done
I know.
149 of
I got
these.
to keep it going.
I hate that.
This is Dom Dom. We are currently on episode 149, and we have a very special guest. We have Ashley with Atomic Golf, Las Vegas's premier golf entertainment destination. Make sure to give them a follow on Instagram. Their user handle is at Atomic Golf Vegas. Ashley, thank you so much for taking the time and joining us on the podcast.
It's my pleasure getting to talk about atomic golf
Yeah.
always.
Very exciting, very exciting. Let's just dive right into it. Can you tell us about the venue and what guests can expect when they walk in?
That question alone could probably last the whole hour. But
Well, we have some time.
but I'll tell you, it's a really, really special place from the moment you walk in. We actually have a big atom out front that lights up. We have gigantic screens, and then we're right next to the Strat. So even before people walk in, I see them taking selfies out there all the time because it's just a wow factor from the jump. And then our venue, yes, that's our slogan, Las Vegas's premier golf entertainment venue. It's where golf comes alive, but really it's so many ways to experience the venue. So I would say what guests can expect are a ton of ways to engage with each other and with the game of golf on different levels that I'll kind of tell you guys about. They can expect incredible food, awesome views. Like during the day, you can see the mountains. At night, we have laser shows. And then just big time entertainment. We have 9,000 feet of screens. So whether it's games or we have corporate groups that use it for branding opportunities all the time, it's really electric. Electric is a good word to describe it.
I was kind of looking on the website. You have like a putting district. Can you tell us a little bit more about the putting district and where that's located?
Yes, the putting district is one of a kind. So golf's my favorite thing in the whole world. And like when I took this job, I thought I was going to play a lot of golf. But it's more like entertainment, if you will. So like we made this putting district because not everybody wants to just pound balls the whole time. So it's really approachable and engaging. So it actually uses projection mapping technology and lights up like turf. Like you can kind of think of like a bocce ball court,
Yep.
but it's turf. And then there's three different games where guests are putting towards different points areas. So you can be dressed up, you can be in heels, you can have never touched a golf club before and still be comfortable putting at the putting district. Um, the other thing I would say about the putting district is that it's just gorgeous since there's lighting with all the projection mapping. Plus we have like some bistro lights. It's been a really cool place for I'm the director of sales, so we sell group events to corporate groups to we just sold actually a cornhole tournament, used the
Wow.
putting district and played cornhole in the middle while some of their guests who were waiting were putting. So it's really versatile and you can make it as competitive or social as you like.
Sure. Do
Yeah.
most people bring their own clubs, or is that something that you guys provide?
We have men's, women's, left-handed, junior clubs all here. So
Okay.
most guests do not. One, because we're in Vegas and lots of people are traveling,
Traveling.
and
Sure.
two, because we like to think of it as kind of golf untucked is one way that people have said it. So it's just more casual. You don't need your own clubs. Just
Okay.
use ours. Yeah.
So if I show up there, I maybe will be
You'd be the weird
well,
one.
yeah, the weird one.
Yeah.
Like, who is this guy? We're in Vegas. You shouldn't even be bringing your own clubs, right?
No, no, you're more than welcome. Um, but you'd be in the minority, but yes, you're more than welcome.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
Yeah.
So you have obviously a bunch of different hitting bays. Are there different games that you can play?
The gaming component is super cool. So we have six different games. Of course, the traditional like bullseye and long drive and those types of games. Um, we actually hired video game designers because, like I was saying, we don't want it to just be about golf. We want it to be something for people with varying interests. So we have a few video game style games where one is like spaceships shooting through the sky that you're trying to deflect all the things coming at the spaceship, for example. One's like
That's
a
really cool.
survivor type game. But it looks like I learned way more about video games than I have ever known in my life through this process. Uh, Easter eggs and all that type of stuff like in the game. Um, no, my favorite game is actually 21. So, of course,
There you
because
go.
it's Vegas, but of
I was gonna
course
say
because
Vegas
it's
yeah, I like it.
competitive. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So you're hitting at the targets, like you can
Okay.
picture the targets out in the field,
Mhm.
and each target represents a card. So you're hitting towards a card, trying to get 21, but not over. So it's pretty fun. I see a lot of groups enjoying playing that game, and
That's really cool.
they don't lose any money like they do at the casino.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can do
Yeah.
their own betting however they like, and they can maybe just play for a drink or however they want to do
Yeah.
that. But that's actually that's very cool. I like that. Keep it very Vegas-esque, so to speak.
Why not?
Um, let's just take a step back here. Can you kind of give us a little bit of the history of Atomic Golf? When did it open up? And is this the only location? Do you plan on opening other locations throughout the country, or like what are the goals here in the next maybe couple of years for Atomic Golf?
Sure, sure. So, first of all, growth opportunities, yes. Oh, definitely open to that. But
Hmm.
we've been working on Atomic Golf for a few years now, 2 or 3 years. So it's so awesome, like getting to see it in real life and getting to see guests enjoy, some things that we just dreamt of. So we are right next to the Strat. So it's at the north end of the strip. Um, and we're the first, like you're talking to the first and only Atomic Golf right now, but there's already multiple other locations that we've committed to in the future. Not
Okay.
anything that we're sharing on
Sure.
podcasts or in public, but yes, there's plans to grow. But it's been so fun getting to start from scratch in the entertainment capital of the world, and have so much opportunity for guests to get to join us.
And you might have just mentioned, but I didn't hear. When did you guys launch in Vegas? Was it a couple
Oh,
years ago?
sure. Actually, earlier this year,
Oh, so very new.
March of 2024. Yes.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Well, that's very exciting. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Dom, did you have something you were going to mention?
No, it just looks so cool, and I like that it's not like it's golf, but then it's like, we were talking before we got on. I was like, I'd love to just like watch a big game there, or watch like the big fight or whatever, in your 9,000 feet of screens would be like just an unreal like experience, but also like environmentally would be really cool.
Hmm.
And as you mentioned, killer food, the stuff you guys post on Instagram with the food, I'm always just like in awe that that's coming out of essentially a golf simulator on crack. And it's like the food looks great, the drinks look great.
Yeah, you
I've
kind of like think of it as like if it's a golf, you don't necessarily think of like going to be like top-notch type of food,
right.
but looking from
Like,
the menu and
yeah,
the
like we
Instagram.
did an episode a few weeks ago now where it's like, hey, how would we fix Topgolf? I think the first thing we would both do is make better food
Hmm.
because the food, like, you're already spending X amount of dollars. You're like, I want to eat something, and the food's just like freezer dried chicken strips and whatever, and just like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I saw you guys had like sushi and all this other stuff, and it's just it's unreal. It makes me want to go to Vegas. I've never been to
Yeah.
Vegas,
Yeah, we
I
got to
was
get them
gonna
out
say,
there.
but I would go
there
to
you go.
Vegas to go to Atomic Golf.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. That's awesome. That's like ultimate support right there. Let's make it happen.
Fly me out, I'll go.
Well, we were talking to Harmony before, and I'd like to get out, do something with Dom, get it out, take him out there. My wife's birthday is coming up here in November, her 30th, and so we've been to Vegas many times, so we're trying to go out there and potentially in November. So I told him I'd like to come out there, maybe create some content if we do make our way out there. So it'll be fun.
Dom's first trip to Vegas while crashing Derek's wife's 30th
There we
birthday.
go. See? I show up on the like one bay, all of a sudden Dom's on the putting, he's on the
I'm on the putting.
putting district.
The issue is I'd be
So
in the putting district with a drink in each hand. Yeah, like
Not putting, just
yeah,
drinking.
just drinking.
that's
Uh,
funny.
so
So
you said it's
Dom,
go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say because I actually love bragging about our chef because he takes care of us every single day. Obviously, we're so lucky to work where we have a restaurant, you know. But you're right, like you hit the nail on the head. He's been an executive chef all over town, so he has a really elevated palate, but he also understands people are coming here to socialize and we need
Mhm.
some, more approachable type food too. But he is actually a winner on one of my favorite shows, Guy's Grocery Games. Robert
Oh,
Lamelli. So he won an episode of that, so I always brag about him. And
that's
then we
so
get
I
we
cool.
love
get to
that
have him
show.
here. Yeah, we get to have him here. So and he has a good team too, of course. But yeah, you are right. Like lots of fun stuff. And he actually just updated our menu, adding things like a lobster roll and some more of his creations that we're gonna add to the menu this fall.
Yeah, we were kind of looking at the menu list.
I love that you have like the actual menu list just there.
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything. The Bay menu, the VIP lounge menu, a little bit of everything. Um, I was going to ask this on the rapid fire question, so maybe I'll kind of hold off on it. But what are
Okay.
some of the fan favorites as far as maybe some of the drinks or some of the food menu items?
Well, flatbreads are super popular. Like they do the perfect amount of crispy, but still fluffy enough with the right amount of grease with the toppings, you know what I mean? So
Oh
I
yeah.
would say flatbreads, like Polly's Pizza, that seems to fly off the shelves. And then our carnitas tacos
Mm.
and birria tacos, actually both, like both of
Oh,
those. We joke about it all the time. Our director of carnitas, who's just a chef, but they're so popular that he's like always making them. So tacos are hard because everybody claims to have the best tacos, right? But
yeah.
those, I would add those to like the
Okay.
top list. And then the other thing I would add that isn't the most popular, but is the most interesting, and people that do try it give really good feedback, is lobster popcorn. So
Lobster popcorn.
so it
Interesting.
Yeah,
sounds
tell us more.
crazy. It sounds crazy. I was hesitant as well, but it's legit lobster on the bottom and then popcorn with this truffle salt and truffle seasoning on top. And then you take the bite and it's the perfect mix of like the more tender, soft lobster with the crunchy popcorn. And it just all works. And if you're
Wow.
coming to Vegas, why do you just want a nacho? Why don't you get lobster popcorn?
You got to try something exotic for sure. So, Dom, we go to Vegas. Maybe we can do a food a podcast of doing a taste test of all the food and maybe some of the drink
Listen,
specials.
give me like just a bottle of Clase Azul and then the tacos and
Call it good.
call it good.
But the
You'll have to wheel me, dude.
the
You'll
carnitas
you'll
tacos
roll me out of there.
flap it. I mean, so you have a very wide you have an array of options for food, which sounds great because
You do.
obviously some people are big into the
If
pizza
yeah,
style or some people into the
if
Mexican food.
if you haven't picked up on it, we love food,
We do, yeah.
and I feel like food could fix like 90% of the issues in golf. Like everyone's like, ah, slow play sucks. I'm like, yeah, but if you're playing slow
Eating a
while
taco.
eating, like I wouldn't care.
Plain slow with, yeah, with a brat fresh off the grill, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Exactly. Yeah. So as long as you're eating
We
some
didn't
food,
even get to brunch yet, by the way, but we can save that for another time.
Yeah.
But there's also brunch,
Or you could just walk us through
If you
brunch
want to have
because
brunch, that's fine. Yeah,
do you
give
have
us
like a mimosa bar and everything?
of course,
Sign me
$25,
up.
$25.
all you can
Bottomless
drink.
mimosas. I like that.
Um, no, the one of the biggest hits on brunch is French toast. And I wish I could describe it like Chef does, but he does his breading, drenching, whatever it is differently. So the bread is just fluffy and soft with the right amount of powdered sugar on it, and then just like the thickest, crunchy but not too crunchy piece of bacon. And so it's gorgeous. Plus is just like the sweet and salty is the French toast has been a huge hit.
I just ate and I'm already hungry after the French toast.
Yeah,
When's the last time you had
legit.
French toast?
It's been a while, but I
But
love
how good is it every time?
it's always good. Yeah,
Mm.
never disappointed. Um, That's fantastic. I love that. And I think, I mean, with Vegas, Vegas is like you said, it's kind of like the what do you call it? The entertainment place of the world. I mean, it is just like it's so fantastic. It's always well lit. It's the city's always alive. I really like that. Is this place kind of for all ages during the day, or is it more like adult themed? I'm assuming, I mean, Vegas, it can be hit or miss, but is it more designed for adults?
It's designed for everybody,
Everybody,
honestly.
okay.
Uh, Vegas over the years has gotten more and more family friendly, more and more
Yeah,
family activities. Now this town has gotten crazy into sports. Like
Oh
now
yeah.
we have so so people are traveling not just for the casinos, they're traveling for entertainment, they're traveling to go see their college team. There so many visiting teams are traveling to
yeah,
watch hockey, whatever. So to answer your question, I see mostly adults, but that's just the nature of who has the wallet probably
sure.
and gets to decide where to go. But there's lots of kids and we have clubs. And isn't just the cutest thing ever when kids hit the ball and like are so excited. Little kids clubs are just the absolute cutest, and we have those. So you
Yeah.
don't have to bring
Uh,
those.
so I'm assuming too, this is kind of for all skill level golfers. Like I said, whether you're wearing high heels and you're just there for a good time, or if you're actually like a good golfer and just want to get some swings in.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So no dress code like that. Like you can come as you are and yeah, I see lots of people coming, stopping in before they go out to dinner or making it their activity because that's the thing. A restaurant is wonderful, but what I love about bringing groups to Atomic Golf is like there's the activity right there, there's your dinner right there. You're not stuck in one seat where you only get to talk to the people right next to you. Like it's very, very interactive for groups. So all ages,
All
all
ages.
people, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it
Yeah.
seems like a great like date night type thing. I'm not married.
Yeah.
Derek's married,
You can
but I
still go
can't.
on dates if you're married too.
Well, I know this is going somewhere. Um, I don't go on many dates, but I understand like you're sitting around and you're bored. You're not really having a good time, right? And then chances are you're not going to go on a date number two. You know, that's my thinking. Something like this, it's interactive, it's fun, good food. I'd imagine there's good music and everything. Like it kind of seems like it encompasses everything you would look for a night out. And then you can go wander around the strip,
For sure.
I like it. Let's put it in an ad.
There we go.
clip it.
So, but Dom also, like for date night and stuff, we have something when we're talking about being interactive and like having an activity so you're not just, staring at each other the entire time. You have something else to do and talk about. On the first floor, we have cannon bays. Like, when you go to like a charity golf tournament and you shoot a ball out of a cannon. Like,
Yeah,
We were
I know
talking
what you're
about doing
talking about.
this. Yeah.
okay.
'Cause we have our own event coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So we have that, but amped up to like a cannon that's stuck at a bay. And so guests can quite literally like put the ball in the cannon and then shoot out at the target. So they're not even swinging a club, they're shooting the cannon out at the range. So like
Is
that's
it like
another
a
thing.
pirate cannon?
Yes, I have not used that description, but that is perfect. It's like a pirate cannon.
Are
And
you wanting to go to the bay?
Good.
it's just another way for guests to like experience the venue.
That's fantastic.
That's what we need, a pirate cannon. Like, hey everybody, hole eight's gonna have a pirate cannon.
Um, that's awesome. What what do you guys have like a membership or so you just mentioned this cannon. Do you pay for like one bay and then you can wander around? How does that work?
Um, so entry to the venue is free. And we can, like Dom was saying, you can watch games. We have multiple lounges. We actually have the Cosmic Lounge on the fourth floor, which is quite literally one of a kind. You guys probably saw it on the website, but It's something that was inspired by our owner. Um, he was in Europe and he saw like display on the floor with waves and stuff, like a display that you can walk all over. And so we did that in our Cosmic Lounge. So you can walk on this display that sometimes we have logos, sometimes we just have like animations. So all that is like free to experience. And when guests walk in that room, like the cameras come out immediately. Like we've held a prom there, we've held uh we're gonna hold a fashion show there, we've held a movie night there. So it's a gorgeous room, but all
How
that's
many?
free.
Okay. How many levels do you have?
Four
Four
levels,
levels. Wow. So
four
it's a
levels.
big facility.
Yeah, it's 100,000 square feet, 103 hitting bays, including the two cannon bays. Um, but it's
Oh yeah, that is very cool.
are you
You're just
looking at
pulling
the
it up.
Cosmic
Yeah,
Lounge?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's very
Yeah,
cool.
cool. Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's the screens make it fun, like that we can customize it, and there's a bar in there and everything. Um, And then if you want to play golf, it's a per hour rate. We have competitive golf rates, and then we have discounts for military and fire and police and first responders for all of our locals. And then we have like the putting and the cannon bays. Right now, they're open. We want the public to experience it, so there's no charge at all. You can just wander around and
Wow.
play.
That's very cool. So
Yeah.
can so you just either book online or can you call and make a reservation too, or is it people use online to
Yeah,
book
either
reservations?
way.
Either way.
Online is super easy. You can book just one bay or you can book a package that has everything from bottle service to like a beer bombers, which is like a golf club that you pour beer in, and atomic swag. You can pre-order all that. Of course you can call. And then we have space for walk-in guests as well.
Okay. We were looking at some of the packages earlier, and I must say, like, you have some discounted prices, and it's very affordable, and it's a very good price rate for
It
sure.
was like going through everything,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, okay, where's the kicker to this? Like, where's like, oh, it's like 2 grand, and we're all
No, it's
afterward. I'm just like, why is it only that expensive? And then I was like, that's incredible.
mhm.
Like I had to do a bachelor party at Top Golf, and we got 2 bays, like a food platter and whatever, and I think it was like 800, $900. And I was like, this.
Yeah.
I was drunk, so it's like I was having a good time either way.
So you woke up the next day, oh, that was way too much
So
money.
I actually went to bed at like 4 a.m. and I'm like, oh no, I gotta work in like 4 hours. And I was like, I didn't plan this properly.
Yeah.
But I was like, that was a lot of money. And then when you go through like what your guys' packages are,
Very
like I would
affordable.
have rather have spent, the extra $200, gotten the VIP package and,
Yeah.
gotten my big Clase Azul bottle.
We
Like,
do have a package specifically with Clase Azul. You're
We
exactly
saw
right.
that on there. That's what is one of the reasons we brought up. I'm like, that's actually very reasonably
That's
priced.
funny.
Yeah.
and I love
Yeah.
tequila.
Yeah. So
Okay, good to know. I will remember that when you come.
um
Um, yes,
so
so we try to make a wide variety. So booking in advance is going to be by far your best value. So yes, we definitely encourage people to go online or to call in. But yes, we created those packages. We can do such a good deal because then we can um accommodate everybody at the venue,
sure,
time wise,
that
since
makes
they're booking
sense.
in advance. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you want to talk a little bit more about the like the art? Obviously there's we're on the website and there the murals on there look incredible. Can you tell us a little bit more, maybe like what are the murals represent, or maybe some of the artists?
Those murals are crazy. Like those people are insanely talented. Those are gigantic murals. I don't know if you can tell, but they're taking up entire walls. So something that we're really proud of is like leaning into Las Vegas local culture. And we're right here at the edge of the Arts District, which, if you haven't got to experience it yet, has a ton of cool small businesses, specialty restaurants, a ton of breweries, and then they're kind of known for walls around the Arts District having murals painted, like intentionally painted. Um, and so we hired that same team. It's called the ISI Group. That same team of artists to come into our venue and put their own spin on murals for Atomic Golf. So we have beautiful women, we have cars, we have the Strat logo throughout the entire venue, and it's all one of a kind and all done by our local artists, our neighbors here. So it's pretty cool, both for
That
locals and tourists to have the Vegas spin.
Do you get, I don't know if this has been answered already, but since you guys are like attached to the Strat, do you get like a special deal if you are staying at the Strat where you get like a certain percentage off?
Yes, you do. The special is rotating all the time. Sometimes it's an hour free golf. Um, right now it's 25% off of your gameplay with your room key. So yes, they're specials like that. In the Strat, they're incredible partners. So we're continuing to brainstorm different ways that we can work together. We've done events together. But yeah, we're right next to each other. So it's a good partnership.
Kind of figured that, or maybe it's something just like, I don't think you can be attached to a hotel like the Stratosphere or something like that that's well known and like not do something like that. I think it'd be a great way to, get the people who just book there and go, what is that? And then Stratosphere is like, oh, hour free, go try it out. Or for people like me who've never been to Vegas, I'd
Yeah.
I'd probably wander on over, especially since I've seen the Stratosphere. I think it's really cool looking. I think Derek stayed there a couple times, but I've just never been there. But no, I like that we talked about the art. That was something that really stuck out to me is the art, all the different colors you guys have too. I
Mm-hmm.
love the way the is it like the Astrocade.
Yeah, that's the heart of our venue, yes.
I love the colors, love the way it looks. It's very vibrant, and I feel like it encompasses Vegas differently, if that makes sense. So it's almost more futuristic.
Mm-hmm. I like that analysis. Yeah, I'd say that's correct. And the local stuff, it goes further than that too. We have locals discounts,
Sorry.
like I mentioned. We want to take care of the locals, of course. So percentage off of gameplay, and if you book a space, you want to book the Astrocade. If you're a local, you get a discount off that. Um, but in the Arts District, with all those breweries that they have there, we partnered with 15 of those breweries, excuse me. No, not 15 breweries, excuse me. 15 different beers from the Arts District that we have in a room we call it the tap room. And they're featured. So, like, instead of walking all through the Arts District, you can have your own taste test of all these 15 local Las Vegas beers right at our venue and still have the atmosphere and the party and the vibe and the screens and all that all in one spot.
That's so cool. Like I know you love your craft beer and
I'm
your
a big IPA.
breweries.
Yeah, I'm a craft beer guy for
I'm
sure.
not, but that'd be cool to just like get a big taste of Vegas on one spot. I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
And
I love that part, and the guests love it because going back to our, original mission, which is entertainment and engagement and interactivity, we have this bottoms up technology. It's at some stadiums and stuff if you've seen it before,
Is
but
that when they
basically,
fill it up from the bottom?
yes,
So
exactly.
cool.
Yeah, so you fill out from the bottom, so guests can just select how much of each beer they want to drink. If they just want to be testing all these, they can just get a couple ounces of one, pay a couple bucks, and then go test another one, as opposed to having to get a full glass of each. So it's kind of like making your own flights, if you will, and then getting to test 15 different local beers all in one spot.
how long did it take for the murals for them to finish it from like start to finish? How long did it take?
This is seriously just a guess because I would come to work and there would be nothing on the wall, and then it would be like halfway done the next morning. But one mural, 3 to 5 days, it seemed
Okay.
like. It was so fast. It
Yeah,
was
pretty
incredible.
quick. Very
Yeah,
talented. It's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and they've actually brought a couple of we've had a couple of like ISI art auction nights where their artists come in and do live art and then auction it off. And we've done that in the Astrocade. the space you mentioned, Dom, and we love that space because it's so flexible, right? So there's the big screen TVs behind while these guys are doing live art, while these guys are playing golf. So there's a lot of moving parts, something for everybody for sure.
I'm assuming you're probably wearing a lot of hats too, in this role that you have. I mean, at least it's a very new company, so to speak. So you're probably doing all sorts of different things on a daily basis.
Yeah, I mean, my focus is group events, whether that's bachelor parties or groups that are here for conventions and hosting their clients. But yeah, that's the fun part about starting a company from scratch, essentially, is that I get to work with so closely with all the other departments. Yeah.
So there was mention here that you partnered with American Cancer Society. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, for sure. That is a really special partnership. We have a cocktail and a mocktail right now that we're featuring all month long. So it actually started September 19th and it goes through October 19th. And as part of our partnership, all the proceeds from those two cocktails are going to benefit the American Cancer Society. And they're both pink, super cute, pretty in pink. It has like gin and some cherry, or that's Pink Lady. And then the mocktail is pretty in pink, and that's like fruity, strawberry lemonade-ish kind of cocktail, but beautiful presentation for an incredible cause. And then just like always, how we get to put our own spin on stuff. I mentioned lasers earlier in the call, but we have lasers on our field, like quite literally lasers. And so we were able to put a pink ribbon out in the middle of the field and actually make the whole field pink
That's so
throughout
cool.
the month. Yeah, it is cool.
Um,
When you
which
guys come here, you'll
yeah,
probably be surprised because we have gray turf on our range. So like it looks different. Like most time you see green turf, but we have gray turf specifically for like the lasers because it's just more reflective. And so the lasers really pop on that gray turf. And like right now we painted it. We painted about football and stuff. So that's something else that's a little bit different, but it's also for a reason and it's been fun like having those lasers and playing around with those for special birthday messages. Like you could type happy 30th birthday, Derek's wife on the field,
oh, now we're talking. I like
Yeah.
that. I'll definitely, we might
Well,
have to do
instead of
that.
typing her name, you should literally just type Derek's wife.
Yeah, yeah. Like office style. It is your
Yeah.
birthday. That's fantastic. I'm definitely gonna if we go out, I'm gonna hit you up on that. That would be amazing.
I hope you do Derek's wife. That'd be great.
What are your hours of operation?
We are updating to holiday hours in like 1 week. So,
Okay.
Monday through Thursday, we're open noon to 10 p.m. And then on Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight. And then on Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So, um, a little bit of nightlife, a little bit of daytime. So we're going back to, hopefully something for everybody. But we make sure and update that on our website if there's ever any like seasonal changes like we're doing this winter.
That's good to know. And I know you opened in March, so this past the Super Bowl, but do you plan on doing some of like the big like Formula One's out there now it's going to be out there on a yearly basis. Are you guys doing anything specific for these major events for like the Formula One or the
Even like,
Super Bowl going
or
into
even like
next
the
year?
local teams, like the Golden Knights and
Yeah,
the
the
soon to
Raiders.
be A's.
It's just kind of wild thinking that 10 years ago, if you were to say, hey, Vegas is going to have a sports team, professional sports team, you'd be like, no, there's no way.
You know,
Now,
well, you know what's wild? The Knights won it. Like like they won the Stanley Cup like the second
yeah,
year of
uh-huh.
existence.
In this town in the desert, people love hockey. Like I don't know how anybody learned about hockey. We're being in the middle of the desert, but everybody loves it. It's quite an experience. You should put that on your list while you're here.
I think
Um,
part of it's probably, I mean, here in Minnesota, we call them snowbirds, but we have a lot, I mean, we
yeah.
have a lot of people that obviously fly out for the winter,
Bunch of pansies.
but a lot of people do kind of come, I mean, like you said, travel. When I was out in Vegas, with the Raiders, they travel very,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
very, yeah, it's kind of a
Yes.
quite the fan base, that's for sure.
Um, but yes, to your special events. So like so far, when it was the Masters weekend, we had a
Mm.
big, green jacket party where you can book a package that had pimento sandwiches that had Masters theme type stuff. For Vegas Golden Knights, we're actually official partners of the Vegas Golden Knights, so we have a tent out in front of the games, telling fans about Atomic Golf and inviting them to come out. And then during the games, absolutely. Watch parties for sure.
Just
And
starting too. Yeah, that's awesome. Exciting.
like we just had the Las Vegas Aces who were also world champions, just got booted just yesterday or the day
Th-
before. But
So
this town supports the Aces incredibly as well. And we got the opportunity to have the Aces have the entire venue for their season ticket holder. So all four floors, all 103 hitting bays, thousands of people out here with the Aces. So we invited people to come watch those games too. So
I was
yes,
hoping that they would have made it. So we're in Minneapolis right now, and the Lynx are actually playing right now.
yes.
So I was hoping
Yeah,
the Lynx and the Aces and the so we'll see. The Lynx were up. I checked not too long ago. They were winning. So
Don't worry, I'll check.
no, that's very
but
cool. I love that.
right
Um,
now, like when you look on our website, like right
yeah,
now we have a game day bundle. So like we try to keep updating, so it's like a 4 hour package so that there's enough time to watch a full football game, have a credit to enjoy. Um, but yeah, I'm an event planner, so I'm all about like trying to think of new reasons to
new
party.
ideas and
So
things.
yes,
Well,
yes,
it sounds amazing. Sounds like you're doing a really good job. I love. I mean, everything you've mentioned is very cool. I think that going back to like the laser and all that, being able to customize it's fantastic. So where can we go or where can people go for like more information? I know we mentioned going online. Do you have other user or social media um, platforms that you use besides Instagram?
yes. Facebook, LinkedIn, we're getting into TikTok.
Yeah.
Um, but Instagram is the main one right now, and like our social media team is having a lot of fun
Yeah.
with some trends and with some good videos. They're really, really creative.
I'm
Um, but
I'm
yes,
I'm I'm more on the Instagram too. There's so many of them out there, and I mean
yeah,
TikTok and all that, but I prefer the Instagram.
yes.
Um, is
May
there anything that maybe we have missed? We just want to ask like a few rapid fire questions. They're really easy, but is there anything that we may have missed that you'd like to mention?
I just I would just say like the space, the venue is incredible for groups. I would love for people thinking about what are we going to do this weekend, to think outside the box and give us a try because we put our heart and soul into this place and it's genuinely gorgeous and um, lots of different things to experience. So I hope everybody who comes to Vegas has a chance to experience it. The staff and the staff is really, really solid and we'd be happy to welcome locals and tourists alike. So that's
Awesome.
it. Just a invitation. That's all I
Sure.
got to add.
Just gotta experience it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. We're just gonna ask a few rapid fire questions. This one could be it's kind of a loaded question, but what is your favorite part about Atomic Golf? You can ask whatever on here.
The nighttime lights because you got the lasers and you got the screens and you got the games. Our games have gigantic displays on them. So you can't miss the lights and you're in Vegas. So you
Yeah.
gotta be lit up and neon all the time.
So
So
if you're a first
just a
timer going
really
to Atomic
cool
Golf,
vibe.
yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely probably want to go in the night time to at least get the full
Yes, I
experience.
think
For
I
sure.
think that's a good place to start.
Yeah,
But at night, lots of Instagram spots for you.
there we go. I like it.
that's what we do.
Yep, that's what we do. Dom, you can ask kind of whatever your question, or I just put a couple on there. So
I really like the last one, so I'm gonna ask that one and we'll
perfect.
work our way up.
Okay.
What song are you requesting the DJ play?
Um, I think Zombie Nation because that just screams sports and
We're talking
I don't
Zombie
know,
Nation, like the
Gonzaga.
Cameron Crazies, that like the Duke
Yeah,
song Zombie. I like that.
yeah.
You really pulled that off really fast too. That's impressive.
I don't know what that is.
That's a oh
Oh, got
oh
it.
oh yeah. Okay, that's good. I like that. All right. What is your personal favorite food at Atomic Golf? Like if you're, had a long day of work and you're like, I just need some food in my system. What are you
Or
ordering?
you have like a quick like 10 minutes between things. You're
Yeah,
like, I'm just gonna run
I gotta
down and
eat
get
something.
something.
Um, I'm not very adventurous, so there's lots of options, but I'm going with the par three because it's three sliders. So you get a little cheeseburger, you get a chicken sandwich, and you get pulled pork. Plus, our
Genius.
That's
fries are off the
amazing.
I'm sold.
charts. So
Fries are,
yes, you get all that in one. So I'm going with the par
my
three.
wife loves the sliders too. She's always tries to find a restaurant that has sliders, but that's very cool. It's like you got a variety of
Yes.
sliders. I
Yeah.
like it. Good answer. I like
That's why I never do ciders. So I'm like, why do I want three of the same thing?
Now you don't need to. You go to the time of golf.
I'm sold.
Um,
Next shindig, we're going to
yeah, there
Vegas.
we go. You can ask whatever you want, but yes,
What's your favorite drink at Atomic?
Uh, soda water because I'm on the job.
good
Good
answer.
answer.
I like it.
But what if
But
you're not on the
You're
job?
clocked out.
so we have a signature cocktail that we call the Victory Flamingo. So in Vegas with the Golden Knights, somehow flamingos got involved and like flamingos get thrown around all the time. So it's a hockey connection. But it's like rum and there's pineapple and there's like orange juice and grenadine. So it's very vacation-esque plus the local part with the flamingo. Yeah.
I was sold at pineapple and rum.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Victory
this is
Flamingo
great.
one. That's for
That
you
sounds
then.
great.
Um, Ashley, it's been a pleasure having you on. Thank you so much. I'm glad we were able to, connect and have this conversation. I'm looking forward. I said, hopefully, I said, we're trying to make it out in November, and me and Don, maybe in the off season, we can make a trek out there, and he can get the full experience of Vegas, and we can come visit you.
Cool. Let's make it happen.
All right, I love it. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
You guys too. Take
Take
care.
care.
Thanks.